What's up, everybody? I'm Tim from Timber Ridge Gifts, here to do an unboxing and review of my new wax melter. So just give you a little bit of the backstory. I started out just like everybody else with just a double boiler in the kitchen. I moved up to a small Presto pot. This worked great for a while. Definitely a lot better than this one. This one, anywhere from 3 to 4 pounds is the most you can melt in this. This one, you can get about 5 or 6. I used this one for quite a while. Then I finally found out that they made a bigger one, which was the greatest news I'd had all year. This one, if you really pack it tight, you can get 10 or 11 pounds in it. Been using this one for quite a long time. I really needed to upgrade a long time ago, but I'm kind of a tightwad, and I just wanted to look around and find the one that was really the best fit for me. I looked at some professional wax melters, with the water jackets, and they can get anywhere from $12, $13 to up to $4,000 or $5,000. Definitely couldn't do that, so I had to really search around to find one in the medium range that would be a better fit for somebody like me. And I finally found it, so let's get it up here and check it out. Okay, so this is my new 40-pound wax melter. Bought this, I actually found this on an Etsy site, on an Etsy shop. This comes from a shop called Southern Wholesale Division. It's a shop out of Tavares, Florida. We'll get it out here in a second. Just tell you a little bit about it. It's a 40-pound electric wax melter. It comes with a built-in thermometer. He makes these himself. It's got a pour-in spout. He sells these for $279. Not very cheap, but thanks to a recent birthday and some very generous in-laws, I was able to finally get one. Thanks again, Liz and Carrie, if you're watching this. So let's go and open this up and check it out. Okay, you can't really see it very well, but this is it's actually packed very well. This is a great shop to work with. Didn't really have any questions that I needed to ask him. I pretty much knew what I was looking at and what I was looking for. But just based on the reviews that he had, kind of left me with the impression that he'd be very easy to work with. If you did have any questions or anything, you could just email him and he'd be able to answer you. I ordered this Sunday night, and it got here today, which is Thursday. So great turnaround and shipping time. Let's pull it out and have a look. Okay, and here's what it looks like fully assembled. There was a tiny bit of assembly required, not much at all really. Basically all you had to do was put the handle on, then attach the thermometer. This is what it looks like fully put together. Now we're ready to take it back to the table and show you some of the features of it. Okay, let's check out some of the features on it. First is going to be the power source. It's got a real nice long cord. The cord's about 4 feet long, which is a lot nicer than the old Presto pots, which the cord was only about 2 feet long. That could be kind of a pain sometimes. It's a dial thermometer, or a dial gauge. Starts out at 200, goes all the way up to 400. It does have a warm setting, which just looking at the placement of it's probably going to be about 150. Okay, the first thing you'll notice is this nice shiny silver layer on the outside. It's actually a layer of insulation. I was reading on his site, he actually just started adding this. So I don't know if it was a problem in the past before. This is definitely an upgrade to what he used to sell though. Great thing about this is it's actually Velcroed on there, so it's removable in case you needed to wash this. Next is the spout. You can have up to 40 pounds in here. You're not going to be able to lift that and pour it into a pot. So you can just kind of bring this to the edge, turn the spout, hold your pouring pitcher underneath it, set it up, add your fragrance oil and your dye, and you're ready to go. One of the things I really liked about it, from what I saw from the pictures, and I'm hoping it works out, it looks like the bottom is just the right size to fit on my scale. Awesome, and it's a perfect fit for my scale. So if I want to fill this up, I can just set it on the scale, zero my scale out, and just add however much wax I want to use. Now the nicest feature by far is this thermometer. It's a ThermoPro thermometer. It's a probe thermometer that hangs off the side of the pot. Probe goes down in there like that. The It measures in Fahrenheit and Celsius. The coolest thing about it is it's actually got a remote that you can take with you. The remote will, I don't know if you can read it or not, it will actually tell you the temperature reading of the probe. So if you needed to leave the room, maybe someone comes to the door, you got to use the phone, you can actually take this with you and keep an eye on the temperature of your pot, even if you're not in the room with it, which that's really cool. It also has a timer on it. You can set the timer to count down in hours or minutes, and you can also use it to count up as sort of a stopwatch. Okay, those are really all the features that I need to show you. Now let's throw some wax in this thing and see how it melts. Okay, so the time lapse didn't cooperate all the way to the end. Not a huge deal though, still made for a cool little video. Total elapsed time for all of that 22 pounds to melt down was just a tad under 41 minutes. It was like 40 minutes and I think it was like 45 seconds, which really wasn't bad. Considering I had the lid off, if the lid was on it, pretty sure it would have kept more heat in. It probably would have brought it under 30, which is great for that amount of wax. Another cool thing I noticed whenever I was waiting on it to melt down, I wanted to test the range on the remote, so I went downstairs, went outside to the mailbox, probably ended up about 300 feet and downstairs away from where I actually was. That's pretty cool range on that too. Lets me know I can go all throughout the house and still be able to keep an eye on my candle room if I can't physically be in here while this is working. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing and the review. I'm going to put a link to his Etsy store and the link to this melter in the description. So if you wanted one of your own or wanted to check it out, you could just click right to it. Thanks for watching the video. Happy candle making. I'm going to enjoy my new melter. You guys check it out if you want one of your own. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for my next video. Thanks, y'all.